Okay, and now we'll take a look at the Course Manager for iTunes U. So I want to go back to my iTunes U app. So I locate it on my iPad, and I'll walk through it on my iPad. The process is the same on your laptop or on your desktop. The Course Manager looks the same. Just how you access it is a little bit different in that you're going to a URL instead of to an iTunes U application. So the URL for use on your desktop or your laptop, it's posted to the Canvas course, so you can refer to it there. So as I walk through it on my iPad, to create a course, I can click on the plus sign. So I access iTunes U, I see my list of courses. I can click on the plus sign at the top and go to create course, or on the bottom I can click on the instructor link and I'll see the list of my courses, and at the bottom of that list there's a plus, and if I tap it, it lets me create a new course here. So you have two areas where you can click on that plus sign. This information on your screen, you have to fill it in completely. So if I type in sample course, and a short name for this, we'll just call it SC, and a department, we'll call it Innovation Teaching and Learning Center, and I can put in a description here if I want to, and I can put in an image. That's what would show up on that course page, a little thumbnail image, so I can put that there if I want to. You can change it, so if you put something there and then decide you don't like it, you can always come back and change it. So when I click on next, it's going to ask me which institution, and that should be filled in already. What level would this be? Maybe we'll say undergrad. Language, does it contain explicit material or not? Categories, you can see those are listed here. We'll say teaching and learning. Any subcategories could be applied at that point. What type of course is this? A self-paced or an in-session course? In session, you actually set up dates, and then the course is only available during those dates. Self-paced courses, you can say how long you think it would take the students to complete it, and they can then start it and end it within that time frame. And then, will there be discussions or not? If you enable them, then you are responsible for managing those discussions. And then what type of license do you want to apply to this? And you would make a decision about the type of license that you'd want to use. And if you click on the little I for information, it'll explain what each of those licenses actually is. So you can pick a license and then move on. And it will have created your course and listed it, and you see we have no content. Everything's a 0. So if I tap on the course, this is where I can actually begin to add content to it. So again, you have your course area. Along the left-hand side, you have links to the different pieces. Whoops, I want to create a course. I have links across the bottom of the page as well. If I change the orientation of my course, it's going to look a little bit different. You have the info link at the top. The links are still at the bottom. It just looks a little bit different. And you see on my admin page, this is where you would generate the enrollment code, and you can invite people to enroll in the course. If you don't have an image, it won't let you invite students to the course. So you'd have to go back to that info page and edit it and put an image in there in order. So we'll just take a photo. Take one out the door here, and we'll use that one. So as long as we're using an image as it saves it to the particular course that we're working on. And now when I go to admin, you'll see that this page has changed. So I can do course enrollment. Auto approve will just automatically approve the students that or anyone that wants to log in or enroll in the course. The course code is listed here for you, and you can see that course code. That's what I can share and send to the students so that they can enroll in the course. And then under grades, if I were using graded assignments, they would be listed here. So if I change back to landscape orientation, you'll see my links show up on the left-hand side over here. So if I go to info, I would just tap on each of these areas, and then in the upper right-hand corner, hit the edit link, and then I would just edit the page as necessary, and then tap done when you are finished. Again, edit the page. It will give you an automatic outline, and then tap done when you're done. You can enter the overview, and then when you're ready to go to posts, you have to create an outline. I forgot about that before you actually are able to enter content. Put a couple things in here so that we have them. You're able to reorganize this if you want to, and it'll renumber automatically. So as long as I have some kind of outline, then when I go to posts, I can actually start to create posts. So I go to the section, and then I tap on the plus sign to begin my post. And here's just a little note: you need iTunes U3.0. And so you can start to create your post. So I can select a topic. So this would go under the intro section. I can put in a title. So I could say post number 1. Oops. Spelling would help. And then what your message would be. And then if you have an assignment, you could add that, and you can attach materials. So maybe you have a handout that you want them to read, or maybe instructions to create a writing assignment, something like that. So you would create that here. And I'm not going to save all of this information. I could just say save the post, just so you can see what that would actually look like. I can start a discussion if I want to. And then as you create these posts, they will be listed. As you add assignments and discussions, they will be added under that post that you've associated the assignment or discussion with, but then they'll also be grouped as well. Course notes, audio video notes, book notes, those are all listed here on that link. Materials, as you add materials. So I can add content to this. Say I want to pull something from my photo library. We'll just pull a picture. Just so that we have some content there to add or to look at. So we have some images. Whoops, sorry. Tapped on the wrong link. And again, you can just go to materials, and as you're adding content, it will show it listed here on the screen for you. You can open it, you can edit the material information, so you can put in relevant information for that particular piece of content. And then again, you go back to posts and the info page. You can see it's pretty simple. There really isn't a whole lot to this course creation business within iTunes U. But it does make it very simple to collate the information that you want to create a digital content management resource feature for use within your course. And, take a look at it, see if it's something that, might be helpful for what you do. Canvas does do a lot of this, and it's integrated right within the learning management system. So, there is that, and Canvas is very easy to use. So, it really has, taken center stage over the iTunes U content manager. Sorry. CourseManager, sorry. So, but again, it's just a resource that we have available to us.